The morning was colder than expected. The mirror didn't lie anymore. 60 had arrived quietly, without asking permission. Alex stood still in the small kitchen, coffee cooling in the mug, listening to the soft hum of the refrigerator. The reflection in the dark window showed a face lined by time, eyes that had seen long roads and quiet disappointments. For a moment, a heavy thought settled in. Is this all that's left? Alex lived alone in a modest house on a quiet American street. The kind of street where mornings were slow and evenings felt longer than they used to. The body didn't move the way it once did. Knees complained. The back reminded Alex of every long day ever worked. Dreams that once felt urgent now sat on shelves, dusty and untouched. 60, Alex whispered, shaking the head slowly. That's old. The word felt sharp, final. Alex carried the coffee to the front window and looked outside. The lawn needed work. The sky was pale gray. Nothing dramatic, just another ordinary day. And that ordinariness somehow hurt more than struggle ever did. It felt like life had quietly moved on, leaving Alex behind. For years, Alex had believed that by 60, things would feel settled, peaceful, certain. Instead, there was uncertainty mixed with regret. Choices replayed late at night, roads not taken, effort given up too soon. The thought came again, heavier this time. It's too late now. Alex sat down at the small table, fingers wrapped around the mug for warmth. Silence filled the room. No voices, no interruptions, just thoughts. I should have done more, Alex said softly, almost like a confession. I should have been braver. The words hung in the air. For a while, Alex let them stay there. There was no rush. At 60, rushing felt pointless anyway. Later that morning, Alex stepped outside. The cold air stung the face, but it also felt honest, real. The sidewalk stretched forward, empty and quiet. Alex hadn't walked far in months, but something inside nudged forward. Just to the end of the block, Alex told himself. That's enough. Each step felt stiff at first. The body resisted change, just like the mind. After a few houses, the legs warmed up, the breathing steadied. Alex stopped at the corner, heart beating faster than expected. That's it, Alex said, hands on knees. You're done. But something felt different. Not strong, not victorious, just awake. Alex stood there, looking down the long street. It didn't look shorter because of age. It looked the same as it always had. And that thought lingered. Over the next few days, small habits formed. Nothing dramatic. Waking up a little earlier, walking a little farther, writing thoughts in a notebook that had been empty for years. Alex didn't call it a fresh start. It felt unrealistic. It was more like reopening a door that never fully closed. Some mornings were harder than others. Doubt returned often. Who were you trying to prove anything to? Alex asked the empty room one evening. Nobody's watching. And that was true. Nobody was watching. Nobody was judging. And strangely, that made everything lighter. One afternoon, while cleaning out a closet, Alex found an old pair of shoes. Worn, faded. Shoes once used for long walks and long days. Alex sat on the floor holding them, memories stirring quietly. Not loud, not painful, just present. Remember when you believed you had time, Alex said with a small smile. That night, doubt came back stronger. You're 60, the voice inside said. You're slower, tired, behind. Alex stared at the ceiling in the dark. Then another thought arrived, calmer but firm. Yes, but you're still here. The next morning, Alex wrote that sentence in a notebook. Still here. Weeks passed, then months. Progress was slow, almost invisible. Some days felt pointless. Some walks were shorter again. Some pages in the notebook stayed blank. But Alex kept showing up, quietly, without applause. One rainy evening, Alex sat by the window, watching water slide down the glass. The reflection stared back again. Same lines, same age, but something in the eyes had changed. "I'm not done," Alex said out loud. The words didn't sound hopeful or dramatic. They sounded true. At 60, Alex understood something that youth never allowed. Life wasn't about catching up. It wasn't about proving worth. It was about standing back up, even when no one expected it. Alex didn't suddenly become stronger or faster. The body still ached. Time still moved forward. But now, each day carried intention, a reason to step outside, a reason to write, a reason to care. One quiet morning, as the sun broke through low clouds, Alex stood on the porch and breathed in deeply. The world felt wide again, not because it had changed, but because Alex had. 60 wasn't the end. It wasn't even a beginning. It was a moment of choice. And Alex, still standing, chose to keep going.